Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 DIY budget-friendly for decor pieces. So let's go ahead and get started. For my first project, I'm using this board that actually came from the Dollar Tree. I already used it for my previous project. I Mod Podged the craft paper on top and just sanded the edges a little bit. You can see in the middle, it is a little bit damaged from previous project, but I don't mind. It's going to make it more rustic, and plus it's not going to be so visible after I put something on top. Now I'm using this felt that I got from Walmart. It was 25 cents a piece. It is glittery on one side, but I'm going to use the other side. And I'm going to use 2 of them because it is not thick enough. So I am measuring now how big my project is going to be. Actually, my pumpkin is going to be. And I am freehanding the pieces of pumpkin. And you're going to see in just a second how it is going to look like after I cut it out. And here it is all cut out, and now I'm going to do exactly the same thing with another piece of felt. If you have any thicker felt or other fabric that you want to use, you don't need 2 layers. I actually had to do it, but I actually like the way it turned out. Now I'm using this craft glue that came from the Dollar Tree, and it works perfect on a fabric, so I decided to use it. So I glued all the pieces, all the layers together. And now I'm ready to assemble my pumpkin and hot glue it down on my sign. I'm starting with the middle piece and making sure that is where I want it to be. And I am hot gluing pieces going outwards. Next, I'm gonna take the leftover of my felt, and I am going to cut out a stem. So 2 of them again, and I'm gonna hot glue them together. After that, I am gonna check just if it's the right size. And when I'm happy with it, I'm going to take Beverly chalk paint in the color Truffle, and I'm gonna gently, very gently paint over it. So I was pretty much dabbing the paint on it. And I put it on my sign just to see how I like the contrast. I decided it was just a little bit dark, so I didn't show you over here, but I took the light gray, actually silver lining Beverly chalk paint, and I went over this stem, and it turned out exactly the way I wanted. And now I'm hot gluing it on top. Next step would be to add a little bit of jute twine on the top where the pumpkin and stem meet. And I kind of twisted one side and hot glue it in a place, and that's going to create a curly tendril that I wanted. And then I'm adding these 2 green leaves, and I'm doing the same thing with another part of jute twine. Next, I am adding a little bit of same color jute twine on the bottom, wrapping it twice, hot gluing it on the back, and that's it for this project. It was very simple to make, you saw, and I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I love the kind of warm feeling that it gives because of that felt, and I love the pop of green color the leaves gives, and I just love this project. And you can take any colors you want, make it your own if you want to recreate this project. It is very budget friendly, and you saw how easy it was to make. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Jelena. I am stay-at-home mom of 2 kids. I love doing DIYs and creating beautiful things for my home on a budget. So if this is your first time, I would like for you to stick around, look around my channel, watch other videos, and hopefully you will like it enough to subscribe. Don't forget to click on notification bell on so you don't miss any of my future videos. Also, if you're on social media, I would like for you to look for me. I am on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. And also, if you recreate any of my projects, please make sure to tag me. I would love to see how they turned out, and I would love to feature you on my page. Now let's go on to my second project. For my second project, I am going to be using this canvas 8x10 that came from the Dollar Tree. This particular one is a little bit damaged on the bottom, but I didn't mind because I'm going to paint over it anyway. So first I'm going to take off gently using my X-Acto knife the canvas part. And after that, I'm going to take black acrylic paint and I'm going to paint from the inside of the canvas. Now that was my decision just because the outside was damaged. I wanted to make sure the paint sticks really well. You can use any side you want, and this is how it looks. I'm going to leave it to dry, and now I'm going to sand a little bit this frame, and after that I am going to cut out the excess of my canvas and I'm going to hot glue it to my frame from the back like I'm showing you over here. Next, I'm going to use my Cricut Joy, and using the Smart Vinyl Permanent, I'm going to create some lettering. I'm going to show you later what it is. After I peel off the excess and weed everything off, I'm going to use a transfer tape, put it on top, press it with my scraper really well, and now it's time to apply it. As you can see, it says leaves, leggings, and lattes. This was a little bit hard to attached to this canvas, but I just had to make sure I scrape it really good, make sure it is sticking good to the canvas, and after that I had no problems. After this, next step would be to just add a little bow to the side. I'm using 2 pieces of raffia, and I am making just a very simple bow, and I'm going to hot glue it to the right corner of this sign. I'm cutting off the excess of the raffia, and after that I'm using just 2 little pieces of leaves that I had in my stash, adding it to each side of raffia bow, and after that I decided to add a little bit more to the right bottom side as well. And after that, this project is complete. I absolutely love this sign, especially because for me, part of the reason I love fall is actually because of the leaves, leggings, and lattes, and I think it's a very cute sign as well. It can go very nicely next to my coffee station. For my third and last project, I'm going to be using these different colors of construction paper and craft paper that I had on hand. These are the colors that I usually don't use in my projects, and especially for this fall season I decided to go more neutral, but I think it will be fun to show you what you can make with these colors. I'm going to also use these leaves that I actually cut out as part of my wreath, metal wreath video. So they're gonna be a template for cutting out the leaves. So I'm cutting out 3 different colors and 3 different sizes. For the last one, I'm gonna just go a little bit bigger than my biggest leaf. And after I have all of these cut out, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the biggest one, and I'm going to start folding it in the middle. And after that, I'm gonna fold a little bit on the sides just to create that leaf shape. Now this is totally optional. You can create any shape of the leaf you like, any if you want to fold a different way, it's totally up to you. I just went this route. And for the next 2 color of leaves, I'm going to just fold them in half, and that's going to be it. After this, I'm going to take embroidery hoop that I had on my stash, and I'm going to leave it white, and I'm going to start hot gluing these pieces of leaves together. So I'm putting one on one side and one on the other side. And I am just layering until I was all done. Next step would be adding just a flower in the middle, and I decided to take my white jute twine and create a very simple flower. First, I'm wrapping it around my 3 fingers, as many as I think it's enough, and I'm tying it in the middle. Next, for the next part, I'm taking my 4 fingers and I'm wrapping it around that just to make it a little bit bigger, and that's going to be the bottom part. And you will see now I'm going to put that one on the bottom and hot glue the smaller one on top across, just like this. And I'm going to attach that to my wreath. And you will see over here in just a second, I didn't like the bottom red ones the way it was standing before, so I kind of repositioned it, and I like this way more. I'm taking this burlap ribbon that came from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to hot glue it on top to be like a hanger. And then I'm putting the wreath just a little bit offset, so the leaves are not all on the bottom. And I decided to add this green leaves that I had in my stash. I thought it needed different texture and different color, and now this looks perfect. I think it's a very fun project and very, very versatile. You can also do this with your kids, and it's a very fun project. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family and on your social media, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Tell me which one was your favorite, and I want to thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!